Yo, what's up? Holla at your boy Fragrance family, and welcome back to the Pastor Smell Good YouTube channel, where the scent is always lovely and the sillage is absolutely divine. I greet you guys in the name of the three P's: peace, prosperity, and oh yes, perfumery. Listen, I want to welcome you back to another day of the Porch and Perfumery, where I will be reviewing yet another fragrance scent for you guys' edutainment. That's your education and your entertainment. Listen, it's been a wonderful day of worship today. We had a powerful worship experience at the Second New Life Baptist Church on today. It was wonderful. We had some guests visit our church from a sorority and a fraternity, and it was just a wonderful time far as the worship and even the fellowship after worship. So here I am at the house after worship, thinking to myself that before the snow begins to envelop us here in central Louisiana, why don't I come to some of my favorite people on the planet and upload a little bit of content? So on today, I want to review for you guys Hypnotizing Fire from The Harmonists. Now, let me tell you, before I review this video, I want to give kudos to the fantastic fragrance groups that I'm a part of online. These are some wonderful people who just love to share the joy and the experience of perfumery. Listen, we give each other great deals on fragrances. None of us are literally looking to get rich. We're just looking to get our nose on other things, swap things around in the community, and whatever we charge, it's really, really good pricing. So with that being said, whenever you do a transaction with someone, a deal is a deal. But some of the people in this community are just such wonderful people that when they give you a great deal, they also send some gifts as well. And I just think that's wonderful, because I'm of the persuasion that as a grown man, nobody owes me anything, that a deal is a deal, and fair is fair. And so I had someone I did a transaction with on a bottle of Eau Agent from Parfum de Marly, and he sends me some gifts. He sent me Grand Soir, which I reviewed for you. He sent me about 2 or 3 other fragrances, but the ones for this purpose and review is going to be Hypnotizing Fire. But again, before I get into Hypnotizing Fire, let me share with you guys what my scent of the day was with this thing I have going on. All right, this is my scent of the day. You see how I'm doing it today, suited and booted, as always, wearing Dad's jacket. Yeah, Dad had good taste. So I wore Baraunda's Nasamato, by Nasamato, I'm sorry. And you guys talk about a beautiful whiskey rose sweet fragrance that's just absolutely awesome for these types of temperatures. But anyway, let's get into the matter at hand. Now, as you guys can see, I've completely gone through this bad boy, but for the sake of review today, I'm going to open up the cap and I'm just going to spill out the rest of whatever it is on my palm, you know, just to go ahead and give myself a little reminder of how this fragrance was developing, because for the sake of review, I've worn all of it. And I didn't pull no punches wearing all of it. But be that as it may, let me just get the rest of it out of here so I can, you know, just kind of remind myself, oh yeah, of what type of experience this fragrance is. Okay. Prior to this gift, I knew nothing about Hypnotizing Fire. I knew about the Harmonist brand, but Hypnotizing Fire, for whatever reason, it was just under the radar to me. But I'm glad it's on the radar now. So let's go ahead and get into the notes. This fragrance is going to open up with pepper tree, pimento berries, and cloves. We're going to get some Bulgarian rose, patchouli, and praline in the mid, coupled along with some oh goodness, vanilla, benzoin, and opopanax. Listen, the wind's blowing here, so it's knocking everything loose. All right, so please forgive me if I seemed disheveled just a minute ago, but the wind was blowing. What I like about this scent is this fragrance is very spicy to me. The pimento berries do their thing in the scent. Of course, the pepper tree does its thing. But what I really love about the spice in this scent is the cloves. Okay, I find the cloves to be more of the dominant spice note in this particular fragrance. Okay, now let me begin by saying this fragrance is very linear to me. I don't pick up a whole lot of development. What you get in the opening is pretty much what I'm getting throughout the duration of the scent. Not a whole lot of development, but the spiciness that overwhelms straight out of the atomizer is very reminiscent of the clove note that's used in Guerlain's tobacco honey. So I'm definitely picking up a beautiful clove note that's coming out there in the opening. This fragrance is very rosy. The rose note is very prominent. But what I love about the rose note is that it's sharing some of its shine, should I say, for lack of better terms, is sharing some of its shine with the praline note. Now, the praline note I really pick up because if you guys know anything about Smell Good, you know that I am an entrepreneur. I sell insurance. Y'all know that I'm a pastor. You know that I'm an educator. And I'm also an entrepreneur as it relates to making pecan candy. I'm a national brand with pecan candy. I've sold it internationally as far as Afghanistan. So believe me, I know a praline note when I'm smelling it. And let me tell you guys something. This praline note is absolutely gorgeous. It adds to the warmth. You're getting warmth already from the spice, but that's a sting. That's a zesty type of warmth. But what this praline note is going to do, enveloped with this rose, is it's going to give a very gourmand touch to the scent. So one thing I need you to know about Hypnotizing Fire, it is a very gourmand type of scent. Not only that, there's a sexiness, there's a seductiveness in it because there's this dark, dirty patchouli note that's in there as well. And if you follow my channel, that is one thing I will often tell you guys about the patchouli note. The patchouli note adds a sexiness to a scent. It adds a seductiveness to the scent. And coupled with that gourmand element, it's just absolutely awesome. It almost makes the rose come off as like a candied rose, if that makes any type of sense to you. And then when you get to the base, it's just more warmth. It's more warmth. You're getting the benzoin and you're getting the vanilla note as well in the base, plus some opopanax. So this fragrance is very sweet. This fragrance is very gourmand. This fragrance is delicious. Let me tell you guys something. If you need a reference point, I would tell you that Hypnotizing Fire is without a doubt an experience in the front of the fireplace. It is. You're drinking your warm drinks, like maybe an eggnog or something. You know, you get that sweetness from that eggnog. And if you put any nutmeg in it, that's what you're getting from the combination of the pepper tree, the cloves, and the berries. Like, you're just really getting that type of aroma and nuance out of the scent. It's absolutely awesome. It's like sitting at the fireplace eating some pecan candy or some type of warm, decadent dish, like some type of pie, maybe sweet potato pie, which yet again, you may have some vanilla thrown in there. You've got some nutmeg and all cinnamon, this, that, and the other. When I tell you guys, for a guy that loves gourmands, this fragrance is without a doubt straight up my alley, okay? There's no doubt about it. I'm so glad I've been turned on to this particular fragrance, guys. I will make it a point to get this. You know why? Because it ranks 5 out of 5. Hands down, okay? This is a 5 out of 5 scent to me. If you don't like the sweet stuff, if you don't like gourmand scents, stay away from this. You're not going to share the same thing I'm telling you about this scent. But if you love something warm, if you love something sweet for this type of year, I strongly suggest, while there's still time, you get you an order of Hypnotizing Fire. I've never smelled Mason Margiela's by the fireplace, but I've done a lot of research on it. And from what I can gather, you see, it's getting away from me, but I caught it. But from what I can gather, guys, that fragrance is just so evocative of the fireplace. This does it for me. And I see why they call this Hypnotizing Fire, because it smells so good, it'll put you under hypnosis. It'll have you thinking outside of yourself. Listen, this will give you an experience. Listen, I've been hypnotized before by a psychologist when I was in school. This type of stuff, whew, it's for real. So guys, is she gonna get up on off you? From what I've gotten in this is not a beast mode projector, but it's more than moderate. Okay, it does that for you. It gives me a nice scent trail, nice sillage. People know when I was in the room. They know when I've left the room. It just does that, okay? There's some real good stuff. But let me also go further to explain that for whatever reason, maybe it's the projection deal, I haven't received a whole lot of compliments with this. And I'm cool with that, because remember, I'm a hardworking man. I got multiple jobs. Whatever I pay for, whatever I get, it's for me first. Compliments from other people, that's secondary and maybe even tertiary. But far as I'm concerned, if it does it for me, if it checks my boxes, goody goody gumdrops, that's really all I'm concerned about. Listen, go ahead, get you a bottle of this stuff, okay? What does she shoot from the line? Oh, she's 5 out of 5 for me. Oh, yes, she's 5 out of 5 for me. This is some good stuff because I know I'm about to turn my fireplace on, and had I not ran through all of it, in the next 2 days, I'll just be spraying this around the house, sitting by the fire. It's just that good. So go ahead and get you a bottle of that. And also, don't sleep on this, y'all. Don't sleep on this. Listen, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Do not sleep on this. Baraunda? Fellas, you owe it to yourself. You like a good boozy whiskey scent? Nascimados Baraunda. I know a lot of people run around there talking about Pardon and all of that stuff. Pardon, hey, good stuff. But don't sleep on Baraunda if you like a good whiskey fragrance, okay? So guys, I've rambled long enough. Please forgive all of the wind noise you've heard. Y'all know I don't do any edits. Please forgive my ring light almost being tumbled over. Forgive stuff shaking. Listen, I'm raw and unfiltered on this channel, and I'm just bringing you content the best way I know how. All right? Love you guys. Get you a bottle of Hypnotizing Fire. Talk at you later. Your big bro.